There we go. I think we are recording. So here we go. I had to put my collar on here. I don't know if you can see. I see people. They always do like what do you, I don't really care about my hair, but they do videos, and when they do, whatever is in their shirt is backwards. So I wonder if you can see. Oh, there's no light. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you get to see me. I hold my hair. All right. I don't know if you can see what it says, but it's because it's backwards in a mirror. So I wonder what it looks like. I guess we'll find out. I can't see. Just a bitch on a donut run. I don't know. Can you see it? I don't know. But anyway, so there you have it. Ooh, let's do this. So I had a friend, and you know who you are. And I was made aware. I'm in the boudoir. I was made aware that my podcast that I'm now, ooh, that's a piece of popcorn I was eating into bed last night. I was like stoned asleep because my body had been spasming for like 6 days and vomiting and all of that. Excuse me. And my body was just tired. So tired. I was, I was so tired that I was tired. Oh, that humors me. I get my back scratcher. I can do it with my oh, I can do it, but this is something that I've learned in my 54 years. Oh, right. If you can see, my leg is thumping like a dog right now. Oh my stars. You see, the old 54-year-old me yesterday wouldn't have done that. But the new 54 I am 54, right? Yeah. I was thought because I was born in the 70s with my poor thing of math skills. I said, I don't know why I'm itching so much. It's just that poison ivy. It's like, it's still, you can't really tell, but it's like itching. I itch it, scratch it. I say you itch it. My husband says I'm wrong, but it's still there. I was just now able to put my jewelry back on. You know who you are. I love it. Thank you. But anyway, there we go. So it makes me itch, but I brought it out. Oh no, I might have to tinkle. But this person let me know. I'm sitting on my heating pad. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Oh, I'm going to cut the TV off. So excited. Dance Moms. I'm a big fan. It's back on Hulu. I cannot get Big Brother still. You know, who you are. And we'll talk about it when I can. You know what? I need to check it out and see if I can get it on something else. But anyway, or I'll get Hulu Live back when football season comes on because we have to get live TV. If there's a cheaper way, if anybody can tell me how to get football when you have a Roku stick, the most economical way. I love the channels that we get. I think I'm yelling, but August 28th I think I am, is when I go back to get my ears cleaned because the wax, it was every 6 months and it's now gone to 4, and I'm afraid we're going to go to 2. But everybody tells me I'm yelling, which reminds me, you can tell I'm feeling way better, right? I've done no PT. Well, I just got through doing some stretching, and I'll gladly show you if you'd like. Oh, I wonder if I could. So, I don't know. My ball. Hold on. I gotta do my ball. Man, I'm just trying to do too many things at once. I'm so excited. But, because you see, I found out that the video, that looks horrible. You can see our closet. We took down the doors. They were their sliding doors, you know. So we put up curtains. That was cheaper and it worked. And we've done that for years. So, ooh, is that another piece of popcorn? I'm not messy. Oh no, it's the basket. Oh, my husband, we're looking for a cord. We have this massage chair. And the only reason to have bought it was it vibrated and massaged. Well, the only reason it would be a problem is, and if you didn't like it, was if you cut it on. So the deal would be not to cut it on. Well, my husband, some reason, he disconnected it. We have no idea where it is. So we're looking for it, and it's driving me nuts. And I hate having things disorganized. And then I was eating the popcorn. So got to worry about that. And I'm looking, and I feel like everything's in disarray. So here we go. So pick that up on the floor. So got my heating pad on. So anyway, finding out. So, so finding out that, uh, yeah, ooh, that my YouTube videos weren't there and the podcast were, and I was like, I don't really understand. I said, I said it's there. I figured it out. I'm having to figure out. Well, I don't need to talk about that. I'm just stretching my face. What I'm doing is I'm crossing my right leg over my left, and then I'm making a C for Christy. C. And I'm stretching, right? Stretching there. I'm not going to worry about doing the ones on the bed. And then I cross over left over right, make another C. Make sure you're away from the ceiling fan. There we go. So this new platform that I'm on, because Spotify changed me again to where we made it, right? It was get 150 followers. Boom, did. Then they went triple that or what, and just even more. And I have this math issues. So anyway, uh, I principal, I don't want to pay Riverside, who now does video, which I wasn't getting over to YouTube. You would think share YouTube, it will go there. But when I figured it out this afternoon, I think if I can do it again, it's the simplest thing I've ever seen. But the problem is I've got these interviews scheduled, and it I know this platform and I'm getting it. And I have figured out that I think I only get 2 hours for free. And I can do that standing on my head. Not at the moment. Well, really not ever. I've learned a 6'1" woman has no, I might have to tinkle. I might have to hold for a second. But this, 6'1" woman has no business trying to do a cartwheel and has no business trying to do things that, get me, no. Jump splits, of course, because I wanted to be a DCC, and who doesn't do a jump split? But anyway, Kelly Finglass did not do one. But I'm so excited because you see, I think I sound a little better. I'm excited about that. I'm up and I'm moving around and I'm figuring out the podcast and this. And this is the only way I can keep my Spotify followers. If I go to another platform, I got to start again. Is it easier to do iHeart, Apple? I mean, I'm on those places, but they aren't my platform. So anyway, it would just be one less battle that I would have. I might have to go tinkle. It would be one less. If I say it again, we got to go. So it would just be one less battle that I have to do, and I can save my energy for the rower if I just go ahead and stay with this platform. But then on the principle of things, it's somebody that just keeps telling me, I'll give you this when you achieve it. You do, and ooh, here's the carrot. Ooh, I got to get carrot to go see Gwendolyn. We're going to go see some ghosts. And so I'm loving that, and I'm excited. And it would just be easier for me to go ahead and just pay a little bit of money, but I'm not making any. If you want to give me your money and you can support like 99 cents, $4.99, $9.99, 79 cents, $4.50, $2, you get the point, 23 cents a penny. Just think 1,000 pennies makes money, and I would be grateful for that. and super cool because you know what? I'm getting paid for my voice and now for my beauty. No, not my beauty, my idiocy or what is she gonna is not what I'm wearing. Although I might decide to add fashion because you see when I found out that um well I don't care what I look like and now I've just posted it on YouTube. Now that I've done figured it out. In the words of Dolly Parton, I've done figured it out. So I obviously don't give a two hoots about what I look like, what I do, or what I say. And so now, if you don't mind, what I'm going to do is I've been sitting on heat, warming my tush. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take, it's a Wonder Ball, but it's a generic Wonder Ball. Wonder Balls are $22.95, but like $6.95 Amazon. So I'm taking it and I'm going and I'm putting it on my glute. Ooh, yeah, baby. And what I'm doing is I am pushing in. I'm doing what I like to call as a muscle release. And there you go. And I just work on doing a muscle release. So on pure principle alone, I could go and start over iHeartRadio, this, that, and the other, or I just chalk this up, to money that I don't have for something that I don't make money for. But I have a suggestion. Rather than you sending me your money, although pennies greatly appreciated, I love change. I really, really do. Not change because I don't like change, but I love money and quarters. I love have my son, whenever he goes to the arcade, he always brings me back change and I love it. It makes me so happy. And he knows, Mom, I'm making you real happy. So I love that. But anyway, so keep things easier and do that and just pay for it. Or now that we definitely are in 52 countries and Germany's right up there. It's United States, UK. I'm pressing on the ball and then I'm following the pain. Oh yeah. Ooh, something just ooh, right there. And so we've got the United States, the UK, Canada, Australia, Canada, my apologies. Netherlands, Germany, oh, and some others, but it's really come up. I'm really excited, and that thing that shows you like with an arrow when the point is to the left and the opening is to the right, is that's either less than 45, or if the opening is to the left and the point is to the right, it's greater than 45. I'm not sure, but whatever it means, it was doing with the point and a 0.1%. But we have several listeners in the top countries that I mentioned. That's why I mentioned them, because they are like 81%, 11%, 6%, little things like that. It means there's more than one person, or I don't know what the 0.1% actually represents. But anyway, there's that. And then as far as age demographics, we have finally done it. We are broken into. Do you know how I sounded 2 days ago? And I've been up since 2 a.m. It's 8 o'clock. My alarm is getting ready to go off. Hold on. I'm glad we just talked about that. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm glad I thought about it because it would probably cut us off. I got to find where I was recording. Ha! There we go. So anyway, I'm still sitting on the ball. Now I'm just going to reposition a little bit more to the outside. You could use a Theracane as well. And all I'm doing is just leaning into it while we're chatting. Not applying any pressure with my neck, and I'm not using this to hold my neck up because I've been working too hard on my fascia. I don't want to develop those wrinkles that sit there when your neck's just sitting on it. No, I'm using it to keep I'm sorry, my bosom just itched. I'm sorry. It had poison ivy. It's not that I'm uncouth or I have no school home training. Oh, Chris, my boob itched and I forgot I was recording. My nipple is back to its matching sister. Oh, oh my goodness. Hold on. Now I gotta drink some water. I promise you could take. Please don't not invite me for the TED Talk. Oh my gosh, I do have training. Mm, mm, please. Oh my gosh, you know who you are that told me that these videos weren't happening. This is either good or really, really. I'm back on the ball, literally, figuratively. Days ago, I couldn't poop. Days ago, I was vomiting. I was miserable. All it took was a simple putting my head back on my C1, the Atlas, putting me back together. That's all it took. Oh, in that bed, that Nuka bed. And now I got up and I'm stretching, I'm releasing, I'm taking charge of PT. I'm deciding on whether I want to go because Mr. Herring and I discussed, he said that he said, I could have helped you with your tailbone, Christy. And I mean, but it wasn't, IMT works, integrated manual therapy works in the theory, it's a scientific base. He really has, I mean, he's like, you are standing straighter than I've seen. Ow, my arm doesn't jerk that way. Uh, but he can feel the difference. He's like, you're standing straighter. I used to do the Y stance, when you stand and you push not your pubic bone forward, you push you put all of your weight so like your back arches a little bit, like you might even put your hands on your hips kind of thing, and um you know you push forward with that's a Y muscle, and then you've got your fascia and that crisscross, yeah, jump, and Mac Dab and Mickey, jump. I know. I was just listening to that and I had to look up the words because there's a few I had. I heat up the fascia a little bit because, you know, clo- clo- clay, clay, clay is easier to mold when it's warm. Or, I don't know, melted down with water. That's what they used in Ghost. I don't know. But sculpting things, I don't know. They chisel stuff with rocks. But you heat it up, soaking Epsom salt baths, do the sauna, use a sauna suit, go for an activity, do a walk, things like that. Anyway, not getting on that subject, but excuse me, because it crisscrosses and you're putting the pressure onto the Y muscle, fascia, all of that. It pulls at your core and all of that. That eventually pulls at your neck. It causes this domino effect. And it's really not very good. So you need to start loosening those things up. Now that my tailbone is in the middle, I now have to, my body has to get acclimated. As soon as Dr. Packer put my head back on my C1, that feeling where something was knocking, but I couldn't get it out, instantly I got the urge that I needed to poop. Not like I was going to have diarrhea and I couldn't hold it. I'm sorry, TMI, whenever you're listening to this, or just TMI, but you've been listening for a while. And I appreciate it. Or maybe this is your first time and your last, but hey, appreciate it. Just follow and like. I'd appreciate you helping raise awareness. I might not be your cup of tea, but maybe I could be somebody else's or your soda pop. I not do anything weird. If you see me moving, and I'm not putting any pressure on my neck, I'm kind of rotating the ball. I'm kind of rolling it and just, oh yeah, rolling it and letting the pressure kind of go in and do its thing. But anyway, so I am releasing these muscles. And these are exercises, things that you can do when you're listening to the podcast or when you're looking. But now that I know that the videos aren't there, I think by the time you watch this, they should all be on there. That was my stomach, sorry. But the thing is that there was, very few with action. So today I put a little action. I want action tonight. Sad. Hey, Chris, who was that? Are you inside? I want action tonight. Sad. Poison? Oh gosh, Brett Michaels, right? Brett, oh, see, my husband, 80s banger, he knows. So Poison. But anyway, yeah, so I want action. But anyway, man, he put my neck back on the atlas because I realized that after talking with Integrated Manual Therapy, Mr. Herring, didn't think I was going to remember, did you? He said, Christy, I believe I explained to him the method that I did, and he said that was too much force for you and your condition. He said, I believe what I do. Of course, everybody's got an I do, but he's been very kind and he's not making a lot of money off of me. Uh, he's been very kind to me. And I mean nothing to that except the fact that I don't think he's raised his rates for anyone because I sent someone there and he charged them the same price. So it's a shock to me, and he seems to feel bad even doing that. So he's a good person, and I'm real grateful and happy to be able to refer him and just say I feel very blessed and fortunate to have found him because it's not a simple illness. If it wasn't for Nuka, I don't know. Because as soon as Dr. Packer put my neck on, I had to poop. And now every time I eat, it builds up. And for the first time in my life, I feel not severe bloating because I'm eating the right foods, not severe cramping. I start feeling digestion taking place, and I've pooped, I think 3 times already today. No, 3 or 4 times already today. Yeah, one. I know, kidding. I know, but I'm just saying, this is my body working. I'm going to go in and drink my collagen water and make my medical GI formula. I'm eating the right foods. I think PT, I'm going to go in and take charge and use their stretching techniques and have them help me with my diaphragmatic breathing. Actually, I'm going to have Mel Gurry help me with soul integration or of soulintegration.org. Mel Gurry, she's got a wonderful videos and a great section for healing zebras. Mel Gurry, soulintegration.org. Absolutely love her and absolutely love her. And uh, he's a good person. And everyone that I work with is someone that we have connected in some kind of way. Some more than others, and others, in different ways. But when I say I consider you my sister. I consider you somebody that I can, value their opinion. If I keep up with you, just like with a simple emoji without any words, I don't do that. I always look, I forget it's video, but I know we need more action. So I thought me doing a poison rendition and my exercising, my maybe if I tinkle, would that be, ooh, is that against the rules? no. Ooh, I could paint my toenails. I got gel nails. A friend of mine suggested it because she said, Christy, it'll make you feel pretty. And it was a really good deal at right before Christmas last year. I'm doing this right now because this feels so good. I'm gonna come help you with dinner. I'm about done. Love you. You want anything? I think about making biscuits in the morning. What do you think? Like I want to make homemade biscuits, but do you want fluffy or do you want like you want a Hardee's biscuit? You want like it's not going to be flaky. Do you want, I know we don't want a sweet biscuit, but think about a biscuit you want because it won't be a thing. I've decided that I want to make some biscuits. I'm doing this. Oh, I want to put my legs behind my head, but that's what I got my son, my beautiful baby boy. We'll just leave it at that. And speaking of children of his era, I went to and picked up a Target curbside, right? If I get up, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. But I went, feeling the ball, feeling groovy. So we could do this all the time. Hold on. Then feeling groovy. I don't want to mess you up. Will that mess you up if I go from sorry? I don't know. This is all new to me. But it will be available in video. And the gel nail was done then. And I got like a light and free stuff with it to like I didn't know you have to chisel it off, but you soak it and everything. I'm putting my balls back. Ooh, another idea that I do right here is take my collar off. This is K-tape. It doesn't really stick. I've got to put some on that stick just to keep this one section on. But this right here is two racket balls. So the Wonder Ball or the generic one that I use is hard, it's like a Wonder Ball. But I take these two balls and I lift up my hair and I put them right, if you go right at the base of your neck, right? And you go right up in your head, like, hold, hold on, there you go. Like I'm feeling it and you're in control because you have the roll and you can put it like right at, right there at C spine. At the C spine. Right there. Hold it. Oh, this feels so good. Okay. Oh, and you just do a little pushing. Oh, sorry, I have a little itch. But I think it's my ears because we'll find out on the 28th. But a little bit of pressure right there feels good. But lifting my hair up, finding like the occipital area, and then lying down, and then just kind of pushing my chin in a little bit. So like I'm going here, hope this works, and then I'm kind of going like that, making whoops, delicious. Okay, don't do that. Okay, make sure. You know what? This is what I gotta do. Hold on. Ow, ow, ow. Get my hair out of the balls. That's what she said. And okay, so I just kind of popped my neck a little bit, but not really. I just moved it. And I had to lift my hair completely, so I needed two hands, and this hurts when you drop it on your face. So anyway, so I'm pushing in a little bit of my chin. Perhaps you can see it this way. This is not, this is kind of in. Mm, wow. And then, make sure that your pelvis is uh, tilted up, meaning, or people they'll say backwards, but the easiest thing I can say because I question all the exercises and stuff they give me. I'm like, where do you want me to have my back? Where does, talk to me? So you want your back flat, you want to push in your pelvis, but then you want to push your pelvis in and then tilt it up a little bit, right? I thought I cut it off. Could have, should have, whatever, there we go. And so, and then you're squeezing your glute muscles and your I kind of even do a Kegel when I'm doing this. So I'm squeezing my glutes just to activate them, not for the Kegel. I squeeze the glutes, then I squeeze did my face change when I did a Kegel? You always want to know for those intimate moments. Let me see again. Is this tacky for me to ask you that? I feel like I might be censored after this. I scratch my bosom. Okay, so this is what we're doing. I like to practice this. So relaxing my shoulders. I've got the balls on the back of my head. How many times I could say that? I'm giddy because I have had an appetite and I'm drinking my formula, which means it's helping me absorb nutrients. I'm getting nutrients and I'm eating real food and I'm happy. Yeah, it's paleo, but it's eggs and I'm allowing myself a sweet potato with a little butter and brown sugar. I didn't know. I thought you could only get sweet potatoes at Thanksgiving. I didn't know. And then I found out there's yellow ones that taste like cake and purple. I don't know if they're just fooling me or purple ones that taste good too. I don't know. I have a hard time. Chicken McNugget was hard for me because I had only eaten shrimp and I was alive before Chicken McNuggets were born. And so, it took me a while to get used to them. But when I found a 40 pack in Vegas, I was country come to town. So I've got my ball. Excuse me. Sometimes I'll show you what I'll do. I wish I had my other ball. I'll get that in a second. But you sit there and I figure we'll turn this into a ball thing. So you sit right there and you do it. Then you breathe in by filling up your stomach first. Then you squeeze in your glutes. Then you curve your pelvis up while pushing into while thinking of going up your spine, right? And you'll lift your pelvis a little bit and it's turned up. And then all of a sudden, just when you're doing it, you Kegel. So this is my face pre-Kegel. And now I just Kegel. Did I have a bad Kegel? And I'm still Kegeling. Did I have a bad Kegel? It's obvious she's Kegeling. This isn't pretty face. I just released it, released my glutes. My glutes I'm gonna do a test now. I'm gonna release. And now all of a sudden I just did a Kegel. Did I change to like an ugly, because you see people have like these ugly orgasm faces or ugly crying faces and still. So I just want to know, Kegel, release. Kegel, release. Ooh, Kegel, release. Now the glutes, sucking everything in. Suck it in, Winifred. So you've got that. Then I want to put this ball up because I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to be a good girl. Trying to do. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was that close. I won't do the rolling of the ball on my foot, although this is turning into a ball episode. I go in here and get my other ball. Oh, but so get a ball. I hope, can you see here? I shouldn't be lifting up my neck like that. But anyway, you put a ball, this ball, that's easier to do. And you put it between your legs like so. I thought I lost my ring. I've lost so much weight, my wedding rings are starting to fall off, but I've had to take all my rings off. Oh, we'll drop the phone. And it bothers me because they're like, I fidget with them and they represent stuff for me and I want them. But anyway, I'm here. I then breathe in and I push my pelvis in, and all I do is, hoping I guess you can see that, is I squeeze the ball and listen, not to that. I don't know if you hear my son. Now, here we go. All right, I am sucking in my pelvis, and now here you go. Squeezing. Oh, don't feel it yet. Oh, I'm not going to, I don't think. One more time, see if you saw this, and now let's get you close here and see if you can hear it. Sorry, I didn't want you to hear that, but that felt like, and roll up, that actually has popped before. And what that does is reset your pubic bone. And at first it was doing it once a day, and now it's doing it every so often. I'm doing, and that the little bit that I did just kind of made my tailbone. I've always felt like I needed the jaws of life to separate me. And now that my ribs have been split open and I can breathe, and you can see them now, pictures if you're interested, but I feel like by doing those stretches and the other stretches I did before you got here and doing the ball, it opened me up. My pelvis does not feel, and that's another thing too. When the uh, adjustment for Nuka was done, when I instantly felt the urges to poop, that what I'm done, babe. What felt so good was the feeling like when I pooped and the fact that the food is going through me just right. I'm thinking clearer than I'm a little tired, but I hope I haven't been too down. My hopes are to be a patient advocate and to help people no matter what, whether you've got the money or not. We're gonna get sponsors, and that's a whole other thing. We'll talk about the podcast later. So you know the person that I was talking to about a few little hints of things I dropped here and there. And I'm excited because there's quite a few people that are going to be part of AWOL Zebra. And I'll talk about that later. It's time for me to go and start to eat. Thank you for being here. I can't wait till tomorrow. Crystal and Hanchie, AWOL Zebra. Have a lovely day. Yeah.